The next book we're reading is The Foolish Giant by Bruce and Katherine Coville. Once upon a time, there was a giant whose name was Harry. He was not very bright. He was friendly, he was brave, and he was kind, but he was not very bright. Harry liked to do things for the people he lived with. In summer, he would make pine trees into fans to cool off the town, and use his bathtub to water people's gardens. He even held up the steeple while the town church was being built. But the best thing that Harry did was to keep the wicked wizard who lived on the hill from taking over the town. Only nobody knew about this because the wizard never dared to make trouble as long as Harry was around. Sometimes people got angry with Harry when he tried to be helpful, like the time he helped Will Smith dig for fishing worms. Oh my goodness, what happened, my friends? That's a pretty big hole for such tiny worms. And the time he helped with the winemaking. Oh no, what happened there? It looks like he burst the barrel. And worst of all, the time he picked some flowers for the mayor's wife, and they turned out to be the mayor's best apple trees. Oops! Harry, you great fool, cried the mayor. I'm sick of your stupid tricks. Why don't you get out of town? That's right, cried the people. All you do is cause trouble. Harry thought his heart would break. But then he thought about all the messes he had made. Maybe people were right. Wiping away his tears, Harry went home and packed. Then he moved to a cave far from town. But Will Smith followed him to see where he went because he didn't want to lose his friend. See Harry right here? He's all packed to go. And Will, he's a good friend. He doesn't want to lose Harry. When the wizard saw Harry go, he rubbed his hands with glee. Now there was nothing to stop him from taking over the town. Uh-oh. First, he turned the mayor's wife into a cow. The spell only lasted for 3 hours, but it proved what he could do. Next, he told the people he wanted half of all they had, or he would turn them into stone toads. They knew he could do it, so they gave him what he wanted. But he was greedy, and soon he wanted more, and more, and more. Before long, there was nothing left to give him. Look at how much stuff he has, my friends. Should he be sharing? I think so. When the people told the wizard this, he was very angry. He told them they had until sunset to look and find more, or poof, stone toads. What could they do? They huddled in their homes and waited for the end. Except Will. He went to get Harry. Harry was sitting in front of his cave, shaving. "Harry, you've got to help us," cried Will. "The wizard is going to turn us into stone toads." Harry didn't even finish shaving. He picked Will up and ran for town. Do you think Harry'll save the day? Let's find out. It was almost sunset when Harry reached the town. Time was running out. There was a flash of light from the tower. The wizard was getting his magic ready. "Harry, you've got to do something," cried Will. Harry put Will down. He went to stand in front of the town. "I'll let the magic hit me," he thought. "After all, I'm only a foolish giant. Who cares if I turn to stone?" "Harry, come back!" cried Will. When the people heard Will yelling, they peeked out their windows. "Harry, come back!" they cried. There was another flash of light from the tower. The wizard had thrown his magic. It struck Harry right above his heart. Everyone began to cry. But the magic had hit Harry's shaving mirror. It bounced back to the tower and turned the wizard into a stone toad. Yes! The people could hardly believe it. "Harry beat the wizard!" they yelled. "Hooray for Harry!" Harry opened one eye, and then the other. He looked around. He wondered if he was stone yet. He wiggled his fingers. He touched his nose, and then he smiled. Harry never did figure out what had happened, but everyone said he was a hero. They even gave him a medal. Harry was so happy, he started to cry. Of course, Harry still did some foolish things, but now most people thought it was because he was busy thinking up more clever plans. And the rest of the people who knew that he was just as silly as ever loved him anyway. After all, he was friendly, brave, and kind.